Welcome to e-learning. This is Professor P. Saktivel and M. Nandini, Assistant Professor, Department of Electrical and Electronics Engineering, Thandai Periyar Government Institute of Technology, Vellore. This video lecture is related about basic laws of electric circuits. Let's start with our topic. So the basic laws of electric circuits are two laws. One is the Ohm's law and another one is the Kirchhoff law. So first law is the Ohm's law. So it states that the voltage across a conductor is directly proportional to the current flowing through it, provided all physical condition and temperature remain constant. So that is, at a constant temperature, the voltage across the conductor is directly proportional to the current flowing through the conductor. So that is the Ohm's law. So V is directly proportional to I. By removing the proportional, so we want to add one constant. So that constant here is the R, resistance. So V equal to R into I. So here V is the voltage across the conductor, I is the current flowing through the conductor, R is the resistance. So next is the limitation. So Ohm's law is not applicable to unilateral networks. So it is unilateral networks is nothing but it allows the current to flow only one direction. Such types of networks consist of diode, transistor. So in this circuit, the Ohm's law is not applicable. So next is the Ohm's law is also not applicable to non-linear element. So in a non-linear element are those which do not have current exactly proportional to the applied voltage. So examples of non-linear elements are the thyristors. So the Ohm's law is not applicable to unilateral networks as well as non-linear elements. Next is the applications of Ohm's law. It is used to determine either voltage, current, impedance or resistance present in a electric circuit. It is also used to make a power calculations. So next we have to see the one basic examples of Ohm's law. So the question is, what will be the current drawn by a lamp rated at 250 volt and 40 watts connected to a 230 volt supply? So solution of this example is, here in the question they given rated power P equal to 40 watts, rated voltage V equal to 250 volt. So we want to calculate what is the current at 230 volt supply. For that we want to calculate the resistance. So in the question they given P and V. So we know the formula power P equal to V square by R. So just cross multiple this P and R. So next we get the R value by substituting the P and V value in the above equation. Then the equation becomes R equal to V square by P. R equal to V square by P. So after calculating R value, we know the formula according to Ohm's law, I equal to V by R. So V is the 250 volt and R is the 1562.5 ohm. So by dividing this V and R value, we get the I value. So that I value is the current drawn from a 230 volt supply. So next is the second basic law. So that law is the Kirchhoff law. So Kirchhoff laws are again classified into first law are Kirchhoff current law, second law are Kirchhoff's voltage law. So here is the first law is the Kirchhoff's current law. It states that in an electric network, the algebraic sum of the current in all the branches that meet at any point is equal to 0. In another way, the sum of current flowing towards a junction is equal to sum of current flowing away from the junction. So this is the statements of Kirchhoff current law. So here one is the incoming and outgoing current. Here the incoming currents are, so at this point the incoming currents are I1, I4 and I5. So these three currents are incoming current. The outgoing currents are I2 and I3. According to the statements of KCL, the incoming current is equal to the outgoing current, or all the current at a meeting point is equal to 0. So likewise these two equations are written. So next is the examples of KCL. So find the current through 12 ohm resistance in the figure. So in the figure they asking current flowing through the 12 ohm resistance. So solution of this is, here the 10 amps currents are flowing. In the question they given us a 5 amps. So 10 minus 5, so 5 amps currents are flowing in this way. So in this branch 4 amps currents are flowing. In the question they given us a 2 amps. So 2 amps is going this way and 4 amps is going this way. 4 amps is going this way. So these two currents are adding and is flowing through this branch. So in the 12 ohm resistance 5 amps is also coming and 6 amps is also coming. So by adding 5 plus 6 amps we get 11 amps. So 11 amps currents are flowing through the 12 ohm resistance. So this is the one simple examples of Kirchhoff current law. So next is the Kirchhoff voltage law. So in a Kirchhoff voltage law, in a closed circuit, the sum of potential drop is equal to the sum of potential rises. Here potential rises is nothing but a EMF. So here the EMF is denoted as a V. So the potential drop is, here we have a 3 resistance. So we have a 3 potential drops. So the 3 potential drops are written as IR1 plus IR2 and plus IR3. So according to the statements, potential rise is equal to the potential drop. So in this manner the equations are returned. So next is the sign of EMF and sign of voltage drop. So these two are very important when we are doing mesh analysis. So if you are assuming if the current flowing through negative to positive means, then we will take this as a rise in voltage and the symbol of voltage is positive. So if you are assuming that the current flows is positive to negative means, then that is the fall in voltage, that is denoted by the symbol negative. So next is the sign of voltage drop. So sign of voltage drop means we have to measure the voltage drop across the resistance. If the current flows through positive to negative means, then we will take that as a fall in voltage. So that voltage is a negative voltage. If the current flows through negative to positive means that is the rise in voltage. Then the voltage is denoted by positive. So this is the sign of EMF and the sign of voltage drop. Next we have to see the examples of Kirchhoff voltage law. So for the circuit shown in a figure, determine the unknown voltage drop V1. So unknown voltage drop V1. So according to KVL, potential rise is equal to the potential drop, or the EMF present in a circuit is equal to 0. So we have to write the potential drop and potential rise equation. Here the current is flowing through this way. So the potential drop is -2. So -2 is based upon the sign of voltage drops. Likewise, the current is flowing through this manner. So we have to get a -1. Here also +2 minus. So minus V1. Here is the drop is -3 volt. Here the drop is +5 volt. And here the drop is +30 volt. So by substituting all the values and set is equal to 0. After simplifying, we get a V1 value. Here the V1 is equal to 19 volt. So this is the voltage drop across the resistance V1. So in this video, we are discussed about fundamentals laws of electric circuits, that is voltage law, Kirchhoff voltage law, Kirchhoff current law, and Ohm's law. So in a simple manner, according to Ohm's law, V is directly proportional to I. Kirchhoff law is nothing but sum of the current entering point is equal to the sum of current leaving point. So for KVL, the sum of the potential rise is equal to the potential drop. So thank you for watching my video.